everyone, it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. This is me actually refilming the audio for a video that I had filmed back in Vegas, but that's okay because we're going to keep pushing forward. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about travel essentials, specifically for your hair. But of course, before we get started, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. And if you're the owner of a business, especially a Black-owned business, please send me an email at SharmaineJoyel@gmail.com. But let's get started. But the other week, Tyler and I were in Vegas to celebrate my 30th birthday, and I had brought my camera so that I could film what I bring with me when I travel. And it had actually also been a requested video, so I was like, this is perfect. But of course, my camera mic died 4 minutes into filming. So I had all this footage and no audio. So that's what we're refilming today. But my travel essentials are very, very simple. That basically fits the entire theme of my channel. Everything is pretty much simplified. And just a disclaimer, obviously how you style your hair when you're on vacation is going to determine what you bring with you. We're just going to talk about what I brought with me on this specific trip. Wearing my hair stretched and in some kind of a braid out has been my go-to. That didn't really change for this vacation. It was hot out. We were a little bit more relaxed. We did more drinking and gambling and kind of like just keeping things kind of low key. So I didn't need to like have my hair down every day. So I only wore my hair out of the braid out one night with the clubbing and the rest was in the little braids. So it was important for me to definitely bring some little black rubber bands. Obviously this is not a common travel essential. I bring these because I have very thick hair, and when I do my twists or my braid outs, I like to use a rubber band at the very ends to make sure that the ends are secure and hold until like everything's like set and dried for a few days. And if you're wondering, hey, these gotta be horrible for your ends, I totally get it. I always add extra product on my ends before putting the bands on. Some people soak their bands in oil. That's my way of just kind of avoiding, that's just kind of my way of preventing things from getting extra greasy. But the bands literally, they break and fall off the next day or two, so they're not even on there very long. They're literally on there just long enough for the ends to be able to like hold themselves in a twist. But those were essential just in case something fell off and I needed to, God forbid, something happened to my hair and I had to like blow dry or retwist everything up. I had my bands with me. So that was one thing I brought with me. Something a little more universal that is probably going to be seen on every travel trip you ever make, and I would hope that you would bring it with you, would be obviously a bonnet. Clearly, you know, when you travel, you're going to be staying places you'll be sleeping there, and they will have probably cotton pillowcases or some kind of pillowcase that won't be as gentle on your hair. So obviously you're gonna want to bring your silk or satin hair bonnet. So I don't go anywhere without my bonnet, not even in my own house. I have a bonnet that sits on my couch sometimes. I have a bonnet in like almost every room. I never want to be caught laying down and not having access to a bonnet. So obviously I didn't bring any brushes on this trip. I probably should have brought at least a comb, but I realized I didn't actually bring anything. So one thing that I actually forgot but you should bring with you is some kind of a brush or a comb. Again, of course, you're gonna need something to style your hair if something happens. I was like, my hair's in braids, I'm only taking it down one day, I don't need to worry about it. Sorry my nose is so like red, like allergies are in like full blast right now and they're like killing me. I should probably go take a Benadryl, but one thing I did bring with me was actually just some hair ties. Even though my hair was in the stretched braids, you guys know I had a video about a month ago that I uploaded where you can just style those braids. And since this trip was much more chill and relaxed and I didn't have to like get super fancy every day, basically I just kind of wore my hair in like the little space buns or a bun or a ponytail, which was really nice because again, with my hair being sectioned, it allowed the breeze to kind of cool down my scalp and allowed me to pull my hair up when we were walking around. So that was actually really nice. But what I did bring for when I decided to wear my hair down was some hair oil and some hair clips. So first, the hair clips. I got these new like claw clips. I literally like grabbed like a whole baggie of them off Amazon. And these have been super helpful when sectioning my hair. They just hold on so much better. They're not as dainty, I have found, as like other claw clips that I have gotten from like my local grocery store. But I like to use these for when I'm unbraiding. Sometimes I'll just put all the braids into a one big like bun, and then I'll just unbraid one braid at a time. Or if I don't have that, I'll just use a clip to hold the braids out of the way as I'm undoing them. So those came in pretty handy. And I also, again, brought them as a backup because if I had to style my hair, basically trying to style my hair without sectioning is impossible. So I knew that if I had to style my hair, there wasn't gonna be much that I could do besides like a high puff or just wearing an afro if I didn't have some kind of clip. But next was the oil. So the day that I wore my hair down was the night that we went to Hakkasan, which is a club that's at MGM Grand. And obviously that was the night I decided to wear my hair down. And I knew that clubs get very, very hot, very, very warm and humid. So obviously I brought hair oil. I brought a hair oil to lightly coat my hair with so that hopefully it would retain some definition and not just completely puff out while I was there. So the one I brought was just the Twist by Weedod Curl Rain Multi-Use Miracle Oil. It's very, very light, so that's why I brought it. However, I do suggest that if you go clubbing, that you probably use something a little heavier. Man, I completely sweated out the front bangs and the whole underside of my braid out while I was there. Like this whole section down at like the nape of my neck right here, this whole piece was just like shriveled up. This is also because I was very drunk and I just crashed out and did not put my bonnet on that night. So that had something to do with it too. So a lot of sweating and not sleeping with my bonnet on resulted in me basically having this huge knot in the back of my head that I had a lot of fun trying to dismantle once I got home. So I brought hair oil, but depending on what you're doing or where you're going, where you'll be, the heaviness of the oil or butter or a gel or whatever you bring is going to depend on that. So try to think ahead of time when bringing certain products. And of course, because I stretched my hair, I didn't need to bring a leave-in. I wasn't re-wetting my hair for anything. Could I have brought some as a backup? Possibly. Did I need to? I did not. Last but not least, and I always bring these. I know that you can probably find trash bags anywhere, but I always bring just an extra trash bag or like plastic bag to use as like a shower cap in the hotels. Use these at home. I have my little plastic bag drawer, and I will use those baggies for when I'm deep conditioning or if I'm just, you know, need a shower cap on a regular non-wash day. So I tend to pack 1 or 2 plastic baggies with me for that reason. So it just acts as a shower cap. It also just acts as an extra baggie at the end of the trip because obviously you won't need to take a shower on your way home. It just acts as an extra baggie. Maybe you had some shoes that got dirty and now you got an extra baggie, you can throw it in. You can also just buy a regular shower cap. I just like to just reduce, reuse, recycle, helping the planet one plastic bag at a time. But you are more than welcome to just buy a regular shower cap and bring that with you. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We are going to be traveling again in a couple months. We're going to be in Florida for Walt Disney World. God help me. Planning a trip to Walt Disney World is like planning a freaking expedition. It's insane. But we're going to be traveling again in September. I'll try and do another travel essentials. Probably just gonna have my hair braided to go to Florida. I'm going to not put myself through the turmoil of trying to wear my natural hair down in Florida. But I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope this kind of helps answer some questions or helps any of you that were curious as to what I bring with me when I travel. Again, super simple, but hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in my next video.